How insurance works in Texas truck accidents. Large commercial trucks are required to obey all financial responsibility law by carrying out insurance coverage to provide victims with adequate compensation for their damage in the event of an accident. Unfortunately, if the party is found to be liable for a truck accident or carrying the minimum levels of financial responsibility, their coverage may not be enough to fairly compensate victims for their damage. Minimum levels of financial responsibility for large commercial truck in Texas. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration (FMCSA) is in charge of regulating all commercial motor vehicles (CMVs) in the United States. The FMCSA also policies the minimum coverage guideline for all CMVs include large commercial trucks. Currently, the minimum level of insurance for large commercial trucks, as defined by congressional legislation, are as follows: commercial motor vehicle that weighed over 10,000 pounds and do not transport hazardous materials hazmat must carry at least 750,000 in liability. Commercial motor vehicles with the weight of over 10,000 pounds that transport oil, hazardous materials for waste must have at least 1 lakh in coverage. Tanker trucks with the capacity to carry over 3,500 gallons need a minimum of 5 lakh in liability coverage. In the event of a truck accident, the Motor Carrier Act of 1980 provides protection to the public by requiring all commercial carriers to have their insurance policies endorsed for public liability. There are many forms of public endorsement, but the most common is the MCS 90 endorsement, which prevent insurance companies from using certain legal defense that could be valid in other types of car accident claims. How can you recover for your losses after a truck accident in Texas? If you or someone you care about has been injured in a truck accident, you will need to first file a claim with the insurance carriers of the liable parties. In a truck accident, multiple parties are often found liable for a wreck. An experienced truck accident lawyer will be able to review your case to determine which policies you may be able to file a claim under. Possible liable parties can include the truck driver, employer, manufacturer of the truck if or its parts, owner of the cargo loaders, driver of other vehicles, trucks, mechanic. However, even if you are successful in filing a claim with the liable parties, insurance companies, your compensation may not be enough to cover your damage. The minimum financial responsibility requirements set by the FMCSA have not been updated since the 80s, so it is likely that in the event of a severe accident, a victim's damage will exceed the trucking company insurance policy limits. If this happens, you may need to contact a Texas truck accident attorney to help you file a legal claim to recover the remainder of your losses. Initially, settlement offered by the liable parties insurance companies are often insufficient to cover victims' injury related expenses. Calculating the true value of a claim can be challenging, and it can be difficult to refuse early offer when your financial situation is uncertain. Should you accept an insurance settlement that fails to cover all of your accident related expenses, you will lose the right to pursue additional compensation. You will also waive your right to file a personal injury claim against the liable parties involved in your truck accident. To protect your legal right to recover adequate compensation for your losses, you may choose to partner with and will oversee all of your negotiation and communications with the liable parties and their insurance companies.